Hi everyone, welcome to episode 4 of Grappling with Life. Today we have Terry from Team.
Team Balboa, yes.
Yes, thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you. Thanks for visiting our gym.
Yes.
You came a long way.
Yes, very long way. Can you tell me about how you first discovered MMA or Jiu-Jitsu, how you got started?
I was doing Taekwondo when I was very young. And when I was in high school, I've been introduced doing Muay Thai. So I was doing Muay Thai, have some amateur fight back then. And back in the days, there was like early 2000. So that at that time, MMA was like striking versus Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
Right, so I was like fighting for striker, and I was fighting some grappling guy, and I lost by armbar, and that's the beginning for started jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Okay, because at the time, like when the person when he got me armbar, I didn't feel anything, but referee just stopped, and I didn't know what's going on.
Right.
If referee didn't stop, maybe I lost my arm.
You couldn't feel it?
Yeah, I couldn't feel because I didn't know what's going on. Back
Right.
then, I have a zero idea for the grappling.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, after that, I was discovered Jiu-Jitsu and moved to Australia, meet my coach Leo from Aruda. So I was training with him since 2008
Wow.
till now. So it's been nearly 18 years. Yes.
Wow. And why did you move to Australia?
I felt Australia has more freedom than Korea. In Korea, there's too much competition going on between people, and small city and a lot of people is very compact. So a lot of people always competing, but in Australia, don't give a shit. You know?
Okay. And how do you find the different martial arts culture in, Korea versus Australia? Do you feel a difference between martial arts?
Very much. In Korea, very traditional, and they give a lot of respect for trainer, even senior.
Yeah.
But in Australia, people doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. No, I remember I came to gym and I said, thank you, coach. And you said, don't be too polite. You don't like it.
So I think that's Australian culture. In some way, I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
What do you think is like the better culture? Do you think you like lots of respect in traditional martial arts, or do you like more modern martial arts?
Good and bad. Like if the student give you too much respect, right? When you when you do like a training, the student maybe get scared, so they can't really perform well. But like in Australia culture, right, no one give a shit. So actually, student try to taking over the coach.
Right.
So I think in that perspective, maybe it's better. But as being coach, of course, I like to be more respected.
Wow.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's hard.
But then, yeah, good and bad, I think, between, yeah.
Okay. And after starting jiu-jitsu, which martial arts did you end up liking the most or falling in love with? Do you like striking or grappling or both equally?
Oh, interesting question. Yes. At the moment, I like the grappling more than striking. Because striking, there's some limit. Of course, there's a lot of technique as well, but it's all visualized. You need to see and react. But jiu-jitsu, you need to feel a bit more, and the technique-wise, they way more than striking. So striking, you can sort of not studying too much. But jiu-jitsu, you cannot stop study.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for example, back in the days, like early 2010, I was a purple belt, right? I was doing close guard and half guard and sort of a thing. I never thought about like a K guard and leg lock and
Yeah.
stuff, Just feel like when I try to learn leg lock nowadays, I feel like I'm high belt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. And what made you want to try fighting? Like, what made you interested, and how did you feel having your first fight?
Oh, it's my personality.
Right.
Personality, because when I was young, I was always angry. Some
Yes.
reason I couldn't control myself. So in the when I was a high school student, even junior high school student, that period of time, I always get into fight somehow, and because of that sort of the anger, they make me fight.
Right.
So when I training Muay Thai, coach said, "Oh, you're good. You should fight." You know? And hey, okay, and I won a couple of times. I thought, yeah, it's good fun. But later on, what happened is I was competing too much back in the days, and I didn't know how to recover by myself. And now I'm suffering with so many injury.
Right. So you're retired now, no more fighting?
No more fight. I'm age 43.
Yes.
So my last striking fight was when I was 35. Since then, I stopped. But I was on and off fighting some jiu-jitsu match. Yeah.
And do you ever miss fighting MMA, or are you happy to retire?
Always miss the fight,
Right.
but I know my limit. I don't want to get concussion.
Yes.
I don't want to have any brain damage now. I got the family to looking after.
Yep.
So I think I'm done enough.
Okay. And it seems now I'm watching you, it seems like you put a lot of time and effort into staying healthy, like stretching, working out. Is that important to you to try to stay healthy now?
That's right. Yeah. Usually I do stretching and bit of exercise in the morning and after training, because if I don't do that, my body is really hurt
Yes.
and sore.
Okay. But you still love to train every day? You're still interested
Yeah,
in
I do
martial
like
arts?
5 days a week, even though like a couple of hours. When I used to fight, I was training like at least 4 or 6 hours a day.
Wow.
2 hour morning, 2 hour lunch, 2 hour evening. But now only a couple of hours a day. Yeah, bit
Okay.
chilled.
And you said when you were younger, sometimes you were very angry and you were fighting. Do you think martial arts helped you like become peaceful or like calm down?
Of
Or-
course, of
Yes.
course. You
Okay.
can't get angry to someone who are a lot stronger than you.
Yes.
You get punched. But
Right.
that's why I get behaving, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
But you think it helped you though, martial
Yeah,
arts? Like, to do that?
definitely. Because when I was young, right, I was angry. I always tried to want to fight. No one tried to put me down. But when I do martial art, my coach was punching me. I was bleeding nose. So I realized, oh, there's always someone that's stronger than me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's make me to put on the ground. You know?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how I control my emotion and better. If I didn't do martial art, probably, maybe I ended up some bad way.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And you said you did Taekwondo to begin with, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of Taekwondo and other traditional martial arts compared to more modern martial arts, such as, boxing, striking, Muay Thai? How do you find the difference?
Taekwondo is a traditional martial art in Korea.
Yes.
So when you go to Korea, most of the kids learning Taekwondo. It's like a kid learning footy in Australia, right? I like the Taekwondo. I like
Yes.
to play Taekwondo. I learned a lot of the kicking, and I was modifying Taekwondo skill to Muay Thai.
Sure.
So it was working. And hang on, so what was the question again?
Just talking about, traditional martial arts compared to modern martial arts, what you think of the
Oh,
difference.
yeah. I think it is good for the kid to learning traditional martial art first before you into this combat sports.
Yes.
So it give you the like a fundamental of how you're gonna using your body and to fight.
Do you have children?
Yes.
What do you think about like your children doing, MMA or self-defense? What's your plan for the children?
My 12 kid, they're already doing some like light kickboxing.
Yes.
Yes, they're only age 8 and 6 years old. But I try to teaching them punching and kicking, right? Not for fighting, for the self-defense purpose. Yeah, so I think one day, if they like it, maybe they can get into the combat sports. But for now, just learning how to punching and kicking, get a coordinate. Yeah.
And do you ever worry about, your children if they get hurt, like your own experience injury or, head concussion? How do you feel about the children doing it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The traditional martial art is
Sure.
good for kids because there's not much serious injury can
Yes.
happen. But when I see jiu-jitsu tournament for the kid, I actually get scared sometimes. So that's why I don't put my kid to like this kind of combat sports
Yes.
too much. Yeah.
Okay. And what was your experience like being part of a gym and becoming a coach? How was that for you compared to like, competing and learning martial arts and then becoming more of a coach figure? How did that feel for you?
Being coaching is taking a lot of responsibility.
Yes.
If you training under somebody, you can just focus yourself, so which is good. But when you're actually coaching, you can't really concentrate yourself, But it is fun to watching people's, progressing. Yeah, that's the difference. When you just training for yourself, it's more self-focusing, but coach is more for watching people's developing. Yeah.
And you get a lot of happiness or satisfaction from seeing people get better?
Yeah, of course. For example, one of my students, right? He was training with me like over 3 years now, right? At the beginning, when he competed, he didn't make a good result. Sometimes got bronze, sometimes didn't get anything, But he was keep fighting, keep training, like 5 days a week. But just last match, he got the full gold, and
Wow.
it's the all division.
Wow.
Yeah. So that makes me happy. Yeah.
And as a coach, like, what is it that you do to try to make your students good? Do you have a different approach, or do you try to do something different with students, or just same?
No, it's different. Of course, there were different students have a different. What should I say? Different approach. Different approach. Yeah. So it's basically in the class we learning same thing, but when I give the feedback, I go for individually.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And something else I wanted to ask you is, when I was here yesterday, you were saying at your gym, your culture is like everyone trains very relaxed, has fun, not like a competition gym. But I've noticed your students are still like quite skilled and very good. So, what's your approach with like gym culture and how to train? You think it's good to have everyone relaxed and having fun, and they're still growing in skill?
Hang on a second, one more time. Make it very simple.
Sorry, I did a bad job asking you. I can edit that. So my question is, in your gym, you say that everyone tries to have fun and relaxed, not competition gym. So do you think it's still a good way for people to get better and learn, even if they're still relaxed and just having fun?
The tricky question. It is depending on the purpose. Of course, if you're a student, if you want to go for the world level or ADCC, whatever, then yes, your training curriculum need to be different. But our gyms, I've been learning this gym for nearly 10 years now. And at the beginning, of course, it was just pure competition gym because I was competing as well. During that time, I see so many people get injured because too much ego going on.
Yep.
I see someone's toe broken and bone sticks out. We to call them, bro. Someone's ACL is totally tear.
Yep.
Yes, in competition, why? If you have that mentality, yeah, that is good. But for now, I don't want that to happen. You come in here for training and enjoy, right? If you're just focusing on too much fighting, you get injured, and later on, you can't really training. There's no point, right? And then, of course, you try to relax and enjoy the training. But if in a competition, we do have a separate class for the competition. So when competition is come, we make a schedule for the competition class. So that's only people who want to compete. Then we have a different curriculum for the other class.
Okay. And speaking of competition, I guess when you're competing or even now, how would you describe your jiu-jitsu game? Like, what's your main approach? Is it guard or being more top-heavy and pressure passing? How do you like to play your best game?
I'm basically like counter fighter.
Right.
If someone try to go on the top, I like to play bottom. If someone try to go on the bottom, I like to play on the top. So it comes from my striking background. I like to be counter. So it was jiu-jitsu the same. So it changed between the opponent.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is your favorite technique in jiu-jitsu? Like favorite submission or pass?
My favorite submission is still lower guard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And you follow the UFC or do you watch UFC much?
Yeah, I just watched the last week 250 freedom in America. Yeah, that was very impressed.
Crazy, hey?
Yeah, it was. It was.
So in Korea, how is the MMA scene? Do you think one day we'll see lots of Korean fighters in the UFC or?
It is a lot at the moment. If you see the Korean UFC fighter, we had the Korean Zombie. If you
Yes, yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was most famous UFC fighter. And we had the Stun Gun, Dong-hyun Kim. Yes. And now there's another UFC fighter Doo-ho Choi.
Mm-hmm.
I think he will get a champion soon.
Yes.
What's his name? Doo-ho Choi. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's not one day. It is already happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And in your opinion, for self-defense, you talk about your children. What do you think the best approach to self-defense is? Should it be like learn striking, learn grappling, or can only use grappling, or how do you think like best to do self-defense is?
Self-defense basically is confidence. If they feel stronger, they can self-defense very well. It doesn't matter whether grappling and striking.
Yes.
Right, so we do training to make kids stronger, to get confidence. That's it. But I think, according to my experience, as you start with, striking is always better than grappling because grappling, if something goes wrong, kid can get seriously injured.
Yes.
Yeah. So once they get coordination get better, then it's better to move to grappling later.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this drink, is it Korean or?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay, it actually says made in Korea, so I thought
Is
it was
it?
one of your like favorite drinks or something.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, watermelon.
Yeah.
But it's written in English, so I don't know.
It's really good for after training.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And wrapping up, what do you think martial arts taught you most in life? How did it change you as a person and make you different?
Yes, martial art is always everyday challenging.
Yeah.
The same as life. Every day you have some different challenge. If I didn't do martial arts, probably in some moment I easily give up.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was training martial art, I would just keep going. That's how I learned. Challenging, yes, and keep going.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was all the questions I had for you today. Is there anything else that you wanted to say, or do you want to tell people about where your gym is and if they want to come train with you?
All right. My name is Terry Balboa. My gym is in Adelaide CBD. If you visit in Adelaide, feel free to come and visit. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Cheers.